Afternoon. 10 goal kickers in all. And that pretty much sums up their offensive performance. They've shared it around. Almost half the guys on the team have hit the scoreboard this afternoon.
Max Spencer had the footy. He was Steven Seagal under siege. They came from everywhere. Garlick gets the goal.
Well, I've been asked to come up with my top four today, which is pretty tough because, apologies to about 18 Melbourne players here. Look, you can throw a heap in. I put Sexton in, 5 goals in a dirty day for the Gold Coast Suns. He's been fantastic. Jesse Hogan, 20 and 4 goals. And obviously, Clayton Oliver's been dominant. And I think Harms has played a beauty as another midfielder who can push forward. 24 and 3 goals. He's had a big day.
Sexton, 5 goals from his 7 kicks. Bernie Vince game 100, dishes it off. Here's a chance for Jetta, just runs around in circles, takes his time, works it out, gives it off. Fritsch arriving at the Demons, making them better. And maybe, just maybe, getting a taste of September action. Here's Frost, the former Giant, through the middle to Brayshaw. 100 within reach. Cut off at the pass by Kolodjasny. Suns through Harbrow, flip it over the top to Rischitelli. Garlett closes, Rischitelli kicks away, finds Jones. Now, again a long ball forward. McDonald, Petrarca! So a goal to make it the even 100. How often have we seen it? The kick out of defence, turned over this time. Petrarca from 25 out directly in front, looks at his second. The Demons, they'll grab the 4 points, they'll grab plenty of percentage. And they might just win by more than 100. That's the margin now. They've had a big season. They've had some big margins over good sides. 69 over the Gold Coast when they first played in round 8. 109 the week later against the Blues. 91 over Adelaide the following week. 49 the next week. Then bizarrely 3 losses in a row, but then 54 over Fremantle. 50 over the Dogs, and huge today.
There's the live ladder, Hamish. As we mentioned, Melbourne jump up with that huge percentage, 133.2.
Started at 127.
Huge. In 4th position, that double chance at all sides of trying to get into the finals.
Witt's got another tap. Hanley socket off the ground. Harms involved again. Here's McDonald. They're not done yet. Neil Bullen. Vandenberg sits on the bench if you're wondering where he is. Spears it in low as Neil Bullen. Witts has fought hard. Handball floats to Archie. He gives it to Bose. Not 15. Young sets up Dawson, who bounces off Salem, does well, gets it to Weller. Weller's kick inside 50. Powell at the back, almost brought it down. Oscar McDonald. Hanley, Powell, Rischitelli will get a look at them. For the Gold Coast 7th. He's got it. Back under 100.
And boos echo around the MCG.
A ruthless edge from the Melbourne supporters.
So Rischitelli, game 2, 3, 3. Remarkably, he is the leading goal scorer out there for the Suns today in terms of career goals. That's his 89th.
Aaron Young just feeling at his collarbone as well.
Again, the goals coming from a lot of pressure and good contest work. That's what they need to do. When they win the contest, get that release handball away from the congestion. So someone who can take the footy under less pressure and use it well.
So can they get back out to triple figures? Oliver, lightning fast as always. Tyson, penetrating ball, end up inside 50, but in the hands of Kolodjasny.
Hold!
If you're a Melbourne supporter in your mid-40s, you haven't seen a flag, and you haven't seen too many 100-plus afternoons when you're on the right side of the ledger. Just 5 times in 45 years they've won by 100 plus.
No, they will be making the most of it, and so they should, Melbourne supporters. You've been through the tough times, and the ones who have stuck with them through those tough times, enjoy it.
Trying to make it 6 in 45 years this afternoon. Fritsch in front against Leslie. They want to move the ball on quickly. They know they've got limited time to get there.
Feels like they're a goal down in some ways, doesn't it? They're so desperate to get this next one. Here's Tyson. He's got a couple of metres on a very tired-looking Jack Bowes. Time to find Garlett. It's a pretty wide-open forward line. Hogan offers a half lead.
That's the other thing Melbourne have done well. Since Lever's gone down, they've been trying Harms and Fritsch and these type of blokes to go down and play half-back. You might face a Richmond side who would play a lot smaller in defence.
So the Suns are just pushing numbers back to try and prevent this last goal. Again, it's like they're a goal up, trying to hang on. But Spargo finds Garlett. Bends at goalward, and Vandenberg was almost running onto it.
There's 2 things that need to happen. Vanders needs to get one and 100 plus.
He needs to kick it, doesn't he?
If he can get it and put them in front by triple figures, it's been almost the perfect afternoon, save the injury to Joel Smith. Brodie sidesteps out of trouble. Harms just pushes him forward and he kicks towards the boundary line. McDonald and Lonergan see it over. So 2 minutes to play. Vandenberg hasn't got a goal on return, but he's had 14 touches. The D's by 95. They'll finish round 20 sitting in 4th. The Giants by 100 plus on the other side of the city earlier against the Blues. They'll be 3rd. Richmond sitting pretty on top. The Eagles have got an afternoon against Fremantle. Top of the square. Young, front spot. Salem around the place. Fall of the ball, Tyson. So just over a minute and a half to play. And the 100-point margin is in within range. It is. Can they get there? Never before in the club's history, 200-plus wins in a season.
Just 15 of them in club history, Heyman. As you said, what was it, 5 in 45 years?
Yeah.
Weller looked for a free kick. They just pile it on top. Suns happy to hold it up.
It does feel like they're down.
It does, doesn't it?
They
It's
need
like
the
they're
goal.
5 points up, the Suns.
Jared, Tom.
Witts to Fiorini. A fumble. Here's Oliver sweeping in. Lunging effort from Miller. Forced the release. Jay Kennedy Harris rolls the tackle. Witts another tap. And the handball to Brodie. Off a step. Powell coming the other way, Vince. Jetta tries to bust through. Kennedy Harris likewise, only as far as Miller. Quick give, Brodie. Off a step, it was touched. Salem right to the line. 50 seconds for the D's to go coast to coast.
Okay, here we go. Frost can set things up. Low ball through the middle. Hogan, long way from where he'd like to be. Pulls the kick, goes wide. Tyson keeps it in. 30 seconds. Can they move it quickly? Nothing at home inside 50 other than 40-odd seagulls for the Demons. McDonald low.
Stay clear.
One last shot at it. Kennedy Harris. Little kick forward. Here we go. Inside 50, Spargo will go. Can he control the football? He can. Works it. It's going to be a shot late. Perhaps after the siren.
Marking contest. It's okay in the marking contest.
We often talk about the backyard dream being to kick the winning goal after the siren. It's not often to get the 100-point margin, but it feels like the same thing right now.
As a young kid, you're throwing the ball to yourself. Siren's gone this to win by 100. So the mate, youngster, wearing the famous number, it's drifted late. No 100-point win, but the consolation prize for the first time in the club's history. They win 3 by 90 plus in the one season. 21-17 to 7-5. Melbourne by 96 points.
It's a grand old fag, it's a high five.